All right. Testing. Are we live? Are we live? Testing. I had to start a new stream on YouTube, so sorry. Testing. Testing. Yo, Air Dragon, you there? Yo, Air Dragon, I see you in the chat. Is it lagging? Are we getting dropped frames? No. Okay, I'm not streaming on NVENC. I am not streaming on NVENC. I am streaming on CPU. I reinstalled OBS and I'm streaming on CPU and not NVENC. But I noticed something. When I went live this time after reinstalling OBS Streamlabs, there was an option that it already had pre-selected for me where I would be streaming, like it was doing this one thing where I can seamlessly switch between devices. Like if I'm streaming on a phone and then go into a computer, I could seamlessly switch, and it said that option was auto enabled for me and it was in beta. So I turned that option off. I don't recall seeing that. But of course this time when I went live, I was ultra noticing everything. Now, I am streaming with CPU right now. I don't think that is ideal. I don't think that is ideal whatsoever. But it looks like we're not lagging. Now, just stream something like last Epoch with CPU. I got a 12 core. I'm fine. I'm big chilling. It's just I invested money in a 4080 Super for streaming, so to just be streaming with CPU, it would be abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Okay, thank you for the like. I know it's a new stream. Sorry, chat. I know it's a new stream. Dude, everything looks amazing across the board. Everything looks amazing across the board. Zero drop frames. We're using CPU to stream. It looks lovely. Oh. Okay, this is a new stream. So far, so good. All right, Air Dragon, are you still with me? How's it looking? If you had to go, that's fine. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. No, like, honestly, I was starting to think it was my internet, but then one thing that's been bugging me is when I went to video settings and choosing like what I wanted my, when I got to choose what my encoder was, it said NVENC was new, which I thought was really odd. I don't recall NVENC being new. Maybe NVENC got a new update and it just sucks. And maybe they need to roll that back. But I also reinstalled OBS and there was that new option on OBS as well that I turned off. Yeah, it looks like stream looks a lot smoother. Yo, Oak. Brother. Yeah, I wonder if that's the case. I use Streamlabs OBS, which this has been my first main issue with Streamlabs OBS. But it was detecting that I was getting a bunch of drop frames. Yeah, Oak, we went live like half an hour ago, same thing. I just stopped the stream, reinstalled OBS, and switched my codec from NVENC to my CPU. I got a 12-core CPU. I'm not worried about streaming something like Last Epoch on my CPU. I did it for my last computer. I streamed with my CPU, and it worked fine. But you know, when I built this computer, I went with an NVIDIA GPU. I went with an NVIDIA GPU for NVENC. If NVENC is screwed up right now, that's gonna suck. I looked at the drivers. It doesn't look like there's any new drivers for NVIDIA, so... Well, not yet. I downloaded the new ones, what were they, like 2 weeks ago or something? And they were working fine back then. This has got to be an OBS issue. But so far, the CPU option looks fine. I'll just use that until I can figure out what's going on with NVENC. It looks like everything's holding out just fine, so yeah, I'm looking over at I got the stream set up on a tablet on YouTube, and then on my phone I got it on Twitch, and it looks like they're running fine. It doesn't look like I'm super lagging. So yeah, welcome back, Oak. Yeah, so how about I just run the CPU? Yeah, for the Black Ops release, that makes sense. So I'll just run CPU for the time being. And then I'll install the new NVIDIA drivers. And see, like, I find it so hard to believe. I find it so hard to believe that NVIDIA would bork their own drivers. This has got to be an OBS issue. OBS and NVENC issue. Oh, that's nice. Oh, really? If you don't mind me asking, where will you be moving, Oak? Are you going to be in California? Or are you just going to be closer to the West Coast? Tulsa. That is closer, but, you know, it's still kind of far away. Yeah, closer than Virginia. Yeah. That is closer. They're paying 10K for remote workers. Really? $10K to move to Tulsa. And is it just 10K, or are they also paying like your moving costs? Because I gotta say, like, if they offer you 10K, that's great, but I mean that's a lot to just uproot yourself and move. If you gotta kiss off renters get in monthly installments, buyers get 10K flat. Oh, okay. So I mean, is that a deal for you? Because how much of that 10K are you having to spend to move, or is it worth it? Okay, it's worth it to you because of your current living situation. You're living in a house with 3 other roommates and you're the only one paying rent. Okay. Oh, how does that work? Do the 3 others like own the house and so they just pay the taxes and then you're renting out a room? Or are you paying everybody's rent? Oh my God. So he's having to go through eviction. He's having to go through the eviction process to throw him out. You know, what's going to happen to you? Oh, jeez. Wait, you guys like all in a house? Or you in a are you like in an apartment? Oh God, if you're in an apartment. House. So there's 4 of you in a house. You're the only one paying rent. And the landlord's trying to throw out the others. Like, do you and the landlord just like have a deal where you're like, hey, look, listen, my share of the rent is $500. You don't have to tell me what your rent is, but let's just say my share of the rent's $500. I will pay you my share of the rent, $500. And the landlord's like, yeah, listen, I got it. The other 3 are deadbeats. I'm gonna get them out of here. You just keep paying me $500, or is it like once he gets them thrown out, you're out too? I mean, yeah, dude, renting out property is. I mean, I can't say I've ever rented out property, but it's I feel like you only hear about the bad landlords. You never hear about the bad tenants. You know what I'm saying? You only hear about bad landlords and how easy they're like, you know, how they won't even do the bare minimum. You never hear about You never hear about the bad tenants and the landlord having to go through this entire process. Right, seriously. Oh, upside. Yeah, seriously. Welcome on in, everybody. This is a new stream. We went live like 40 minutes ago. It was terrible. Hey, what's up, Captain? It was terrible. We were getting massive amounts of drop frames. So I've restarted the stream, and we're streaming off my CPU and not my GPU. My GPU is an NVIDIA 4080 Super, so I find this very concerning that all of a sudden is happening. I think it's got to be an OBS issue with the Invent codec. Now, while this is cool that I can stream with my CPU, you don't buy a 4080 Super for streaming to just have it sit there and not stream with. You don't do that. You want to stream with a 4080 Super, so OBS needs to fix this. Yeah, that's actually what happened, Oak. You're right. Bite caught a B&E happening live on stream and shut it down for a bit so the mob didn't notice. No biggie, guys. Yeah, no biggie, guys. Yeah, okay, you got me, Oak. You got me. There was actually a B&E going on, and I had to, kneecap a couple fools. Man, what a strange past couple weeks, man. What a strange past couple weeks. For anybody who was following what was going on with my mom, Oh, yeah, I'm on Twitch too, Captain. Links in the description. Yeah, if anybody who's been following what's going on with my mom, she's doing better. I picked her up from the hospital yesterday, so... Yo, Vibey, thank you for following over on Twitch. I didn't know anything was going on. Right, it was hard to follow. So let me give you guys a breakdown. So last Monday, so not the Monday of this week, but last week. Last week on Monday, early in the morning, I get a text from my mom saying because I sent her a text over the weekend saying, "Hey, Mom, how's it going?" And she doesn't reply to me till Monday morning at 4 a.m. saying that she's not feeling well and has been in bed for like the past 2 weeks or week. No, yeah, it had been a week at that point. She'd been in bed for the past week. Pretty sick. And that she was going to go to the hospital, but she was just going to try and get a little bit more rest. And I was like, oh. That's not good. So I wake up for work at 6 a.m. So I try sending her a text message. I try calling her. Nothing. So I go take a shower, and then I check my phone after I get out. She's not responding. So I call work and I say, hey, I'm going to go check up on my mom. My mom lives an hour and a half away. So like 90 miles thereabouts. So I drive down and I check up on my mom, and the house was in disarray, and it took her a while to get to the door, and she did not look good. So I helped out around the house. She said she was feeling a little better now that I was there. And I fed the animals, and she said she was going to drive herself to the hospital. I offered to give her a ride to the hospital. She said she was going to drive herself. So mom drives herself to the hospital. I'm thinking, okay, it was like a really bad flu or something. And then, so Hippos on stream went. Yeah, never forget. Right. So I'm texting my mom like, hey mom, what's going on? And she's like, oh, it sounds like they got me on some antibiotics. Sounds like they're gonna let me out. They're running some more tests. And then she sends me another message saying, like later on saying, looks like I'm gonna be here for a little while. There's some stuff going on. Now I'm not gonna get into my mom's personal health, right? I'm not gonna do that. I already mentioned antibiotics. I'm just gonna leave it there. So what was gonna be a one-night stay at the hospital turned into a week, and she ended up getting transferred to a different hospital where they were about to perform surgery, and then near the end decided not to do that because she was responding well. So they kept her on medication via IV. They ended up transferring her back to the other hospital, and then I picked her up yesterday. So she's doing a lot better. Obviously, she's been laying in bed for pretty much the past 2 weeks, but she's doing a lot better now. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube. I know, new stream, it's probably screwing up over there. Tomorrow will be better. And she actually told me yesterday that if I had not come down there, she might have, in her words, she said, I would have died. Now, I mean, I can't verify that for sure, but apparently she would have... apparently, the way she described it, my mom's been an RN for over 50 years, so when she's telling me very definitive statements like that, I'm like... It's very sobering. I'm like, would have, not like possibly, not probably, no, would have. It essentially, when she went back to bed, she said she would not have woken up had I not gone over there banging on the door. And then that was enough to get her up out of bed, get her moving, get everything going, and then getting herself to the hospital. That's what she said. So, and that's not in the joke. So that was very kind of a sobering statement to hear from your mom, you know. So, yeah, so mom's doing a lot better. In fact, I gotta check up on her right now. I've been so busy trying to catch up at work. Yeah, but mom's doing a lot better. See how she's doing. Side effect of the job. Yeah, that's true. This is very true. My mom's worked in ERs in multiple hospitals. She's worked in senior assisted living. She's seen it, yeah. You are very true. Glad your mom's okay. Thank you. Yeah, so anyway, last week I didn't stream. I streamed on Saturday, but I didn't have a scary how fragile they seem as we get older. I grew up with nurses in the nursing home because we couldn't afford daycare. I know lots of things you shouldn't. Right. Yeah, it's very true. So. Lots of things. Yeah, lots of things. Based on what Bikes mentioned and what his mom said, yeah, him showing up saved her literal bacon. Yeah. Can't say that I knew that, though. So, yeah. So, yeah, so last week, a lot of tending to different things, and I just missed a bunch of streams. So I only streamed once on Saturday. I don't think I had any issues. And then I streamed on Monday, and that's when everything was going bad. That's when everything was going bad. It was not good. I didn't stream yesterday because I was picking up mom. Yeah, the more you know, yeah. Where's catheter? They filled it with coffee. Okay, yeah, so that's a little slice of Bike's life right there. So I put this build together, and now I'm finally getting to try it. So far, it seems okay. Yeah, so far, it seems like it's okay. So what makes this build stand out from other Judgment builds? I don't know if it's standing out, but I'm using Wildfire Embers. Alright, so I'm using Wildfire Embers, and I'm basically using Judgment to put a bunch of ignites on the enemy, and we're getting a ton of fire pin, and we're using Eye of Ring for ignite melee chance, Sunwreath for ignite on melee. We're using Rye's Light, using Wing Guards. I think Army of Skin is better than Fiery Dragon Shoes because we already got so much pin. Having another 35% pins, whatever. We took Prophesied Immolation. We get increased fire damage per 10% increased healing effectiveness. What I need to figure out now is if this node, because like right now we got 5 points in Burning Sign, so 30% ignite chance per symbol, but healing effectiveness could be very good because we get a lot of benefits from healing effectiveness. So if we come over here, 5 points and Righteous Firebrand, we get fire pin per 100% increased healing effectiveness. We got ignite chance. We got fire shred res chance. Melee ignite chance. We get 50% more ignite damage when we activate Holy Aura. Hey, what up, Plasma? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Well, and then one thing about Wildfire Embers is every second while in combat, your ignites are spread among nearby enemies. I don't think this is very good. What we're really looking for is the Wildfire Wisps. When you directly use a non-channeled fire skill. So right now, Vengeance is a fire skill. We're not directly using it, but Healing Hands is a fire skill. And Judgment is a fire skill, right? Yeah, I picked her up yesterday from the hospital. She was in there for a week. Long story short, she was very sick. A lot sicker than we thought originally, but she's doing better now. Okay, so let's go back to Wildfire Embers. What I'm really trying to do is when we directly use a non-channeled fire skill, so, you know, rip Warpath, each Wildfire Wisp within 12 meters has a 10% chance to repeat that skill with an additional 289% ignite chance. And then on top of it, if the Wildfire Wisp casts it, we get 62% pen with ignite, and then we get chance to ignite on hit per 10% uncapped fire res. We also get 24% increased health, 52% fire res. Yeah, it's like getting a Void Echo but for fire, essentially. So the idea is to use the Wildfire Wisps and cast all these skills and then activate Holy Aura and just watch them burn. And then it's tanky. Right? It's tanky. One thing I've noticed, even with all this ignite chance, we don't have much in the way of duration. So we actually don't have more than like 300 stacks of ignite on the targets at any given time. Now, so one thing we're not really doing is boosting the damage. We're not boosting the damage of Judgment itself. What am I trying to say? We're not boosting the damage of Judgment all that much. Yeah, but we have a ton of pin. Only 300 stat. Well, I mean, I guess you're right. It's just after playing Bleed Hammers, right? After playing Bleed Hammers, man, like the massive amount of bleed stacks that I had on the enemy, it was like I would have like 2,000 stacks of bleed, so 300 stacks of ignite doesn't seem all that amazing, in my opinion. Okay, I might have to call my mom after the stream. We might end a little bit earlier. And she's fine, by the way. I haven't seen, like, I just sent a text and she hasn't responded, so I want to make sure she's okay. She might be asleep, honestly. To be honest, it was a lot. Mom cookies are the best cookies. Ask her if she can make some cookies. Yeah, my mom is a really good baker. Yeah, she's a really good baker. She likes to bake bread. Your mom does too, yeah. So I think one thing that'll help this build a lot is we need a couple things. So I would like to use Twisted Heart. Right now I'm using Code of an Erased, which I think is fine. But I would rather use Twisted Heart. The thing is, I just don't have a +4 to Judgment. Titan Quest 2. Added character creator. Oh, that's cool. She used to get the unused dough from the breakfast shop, breakfast run. Well, I mean, that's kind of a cool, you know, setup to have, just to get, you know, unused dough. The donut shop, like, were they really strict on freshness? Like, they didn't want to use day old dough. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want Krispy Kreme. Yeah. The thing is, your Ignite scale with density, that is sweet. Their king cakes are legendary. What's a king cake? I don't think I've ever heard of a king cake before. Sweet summer child. Your Ignite scale with density? Yeah, that's true. It definitely feels like the damage ramps up, so we're not getting a lot of like bursts like in your face, like you just die, but everything else, like everything that comes into the little circles, you give them a little bit and then they die. My poor sheltered culturally deprived bike. Whoa, what happened? What happened? What's a king cake? So I gotta look up king cakes are a Louisiana tradition. Cajun. Is it like a crab cake? I'm guessing no. Okay, let's see king cake. Associated with many traditions with Epiphany, the celebration of the 12th night of Christmas, traditionally made from brioche, in most cases fava, such as a figurine representing Christ's child was hidden inside after the cake is cut. Whoever finds the fava and their slice wins a prize. In a nod to tradition, a plastic baby figurine is often taped to the packaging of commercial produced cakes. Modern favas can be made of other materials, but always represent the king or baby Jesus. The origin of the cake tradition was popularly believed to be related to the Roman Saturnalia festivals. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah. It's big in Louisiana. Yeah, I can see that. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, I never heard of that. Thanks. Thanks, Elk. I mean, it takes a little bit, but then the damage just ramps up. It actually is not too bad. Experience comes with friends down there. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh. So I think what we really need for this build, that's a lot of strength. I would like to get a T7 mana gain when you use Vengeance. We don't have to use whatchamacallit. What's the name of that item? We don't have to use Null Portent. I know that's kind of a traditional. I know that's pretty traditional. Yeah, we got some good food down there. Yeah, Louisiana has some pretty good food. Is that where you're from, Oak? Yes, sir. So if you don't mind me asking, what brought you to Virginia? And soon to be Oklahoma? So I gotta know, would it be better just to scale healing effectiveness? I work for a marketing company out of Louisiana and transferred to our office in Atlanta and then opened a branch office in West Virginia, then moved to Virginia. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty legit. Yep. Here's to you, Oak. Like, this augury plate isn't too bad. I think this helmet's fine. Chance to inflict bleed. Obviously, we would probably want chance to ignite on this Eye of Reem, but this is fine. You want melee attack speed. You could also hypothetically, not hypothetically, you could also do spell damage to boost the damage of Judgment itself. Healing effectiveness. It's got block chance. Okay, healing effectiveness. Oh, this is very nice. Attunement's not too bad. Yeah, that one's okay. What about this? Okay, I have this, right? We're probably going to want healing effectiveness, elemental damage over time. Now, I don't know about those resists. I mean, maybe. See, what do we got here? Oh, this one's got health. You know what? I'm gonna leave it to chance on this one. Eventually I got... Oh. You know what? Say goodbye. Thanks, Oak. Eventually I got burned out on that and took up a managing merchandising route for 9 Walmarts over here and then transferred to the data analytics division. Oh, okay. Yo, what's good, YouTube? Thank you for the likes over there. So you got burned out. So is it Walmart that's paying to have you go to Oklahoma? Okay. Let's remove cold resistance. Fingers crossed. To add insult to injury, not only did it remove the T7, it also sapped all our forging potential. Like I said, attunement's not too bad. You know what? Let's do it. Fingers crossed, remove the attunement and don't kill my forging potential. I said remove the attunement and don't kill my forging potential. 50-50? Been bricks with bike. He laughs through the tears. Okay. Yeah. let's go to the observatory. Okay, get out of my inventory. This guy's spazzing out. Yo, Sinmex, just chill, homie. No, he's got me doing it. Okay, yeah, let's go for rings. And no, the 10K is coming from... Oh, okay. Oklahoma would like you to go out there. Understood. Oklahoma's like, come out here. Oklahoma, it just works. Not as fun as raising wolves in Gonzales, but still pretty cool. Did you look up Monterey County? Where you're like, all right, let's just pick a city in Monterey County. Gonzales. Bam, there you go. I understand. Oh, there's a Gonzales in Louisiana? Okay. You raised wolves, huh? All right, come on. We need some body armor. This is the very fun and exciting part, chat. This is the fun and exciting part. So why were you raising wolves, if you don't mind me asking? For money. I feel like I'm being punked right now. Okay. Good old Streamlabs. Thanks for coming through, buddy. Yeah, it's probably the Sentinel skill, right? Increase fire damage and ignite duration. Yeah, I mean, if you could get a T7, 42%, that could be cool. Yeah, I take the prefix on the armor and the helmets. The unfortunate thing is, I just think there's better value in affixes. Yeah, duration does. And with bleed, it's just so easy to increase the duration. Now you got it on idols, you got, you got it in a lot of different places, so but unfortunate, it's just not what. And then on top of it, bleed lasts 3 seconds, ignite lasts 2.5. Which I know doesn't sound like a huge difference, but believe me, that extra half a second does actually add up. And yes, that's what she said. So, All right. Let's get back out here and patrol these streets. I think it would be good on the helmet. Because the main value we want on the helmet is health. I think getting an ignite duration on the helmet would be fine. Having an extra 2 to a +2 to healing hands is also very nice. If I had a Discord. What do you mean if I had a Discord? What do you mean if I had a Discord? Dude out here just you know, put some respect. Put some respect on my name, right? Only I had a Discord. Man, I feel offended. Okay. The not so super secret Discord. This is actually a pretty nicely rolled, a very nicely rolled Rage idol. Out here like, yeah, man, if you only had a Discord. Okay. Yeah, it has links to all the other super secret streams, yeah. Yeah, there's probably 2 Twitch notifications tonight. Yeah, that sucks. And then yesterday. Cool. Re-swizzle my Warpath Void Knight following your guide. It rolls, Jerry. I'm glad it's working out for you, Jesse. Thank you. No. Yes. But yeah, we bred our German Shepherd to be a registered timber wolf and sold the pups. Okay, so you bred your German Shepherd to a registered timber wolf. And so what was the purpose of raising the wolves? Were you trying to like reintroduce wolves into a community? I mean, that wouldn't work though because they're part dog, right? That was just cool. Ugh. I bet they got pretty big, right? Because wolves are huge. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. Damage, fire damage, these are okay. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So was that not illegal in Louisiana? Like having mixed wolf and dog hybrids? Okay, understood. That kind of tells me all I need to know. Hey, look over there. Hides the evidence. Cool. Similar attitude, though. The wolves were 9,000% smarter than Rottweilers. Very smart. Temporary inconveniences? And if run without making a sound. You watch one open a child lock door. Oh, jeez. Hey guys, quick question. Do you think we will get a new season of Last Epoch in January? Hey, what's good, Kriskin? My dad got home late from a night shift when the rest of us were asleep, and he was unlocking the front door. He suddenly felt eyes on his back, but he hadn't heard her creeping up behind him. Oh, is your dad okay? I'm not sure. We should ask the new EHG employment ARPG PT. Yeah, man. Oh, okay, okay. She was just keeping a watch out. Keeping an eye out. Oh. You're on vacation, which is actually a staycation. You're supposed to be in Punta Cana last week, but because of the hurricane, frick. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, sorry I haven't been live either, man. Now you really got nothing to do. I'm kidding. But I'm here now. I'll be live tomorrow, but I got work on Friday. I got to work super late on Friday, so I'm not going to be live on Friday. I know, it's just all these different things going on. And I'm not going to be live on Monday because we're going to a concert, so. Oh, yeah, hopefully the government shutdowns. Yeah. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, hopefully it's over by that point, too. Agreed. Hope you have a great concert. We're seeing Kenny G. And he's coming to town, so excited about that. Yeah, Kenny G in Monterey. It's gonna be exciting. I should probably. I look a little extra fuzzy today. I'm getting ready for my Santa Claus beard. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Alright, what do we got here? Okay. So far, I feel like this build's doing pretty good. Might be time to start stress testing it a little bit, you know. We should probably take this to 700 corruption. Homie got melted. Do it. Take it to 700. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's take it to 700. 800 even. Why not 600? 600, 700? Show him the wrath of El Diablo Blanco. Oh, you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny, Oak? There's a guy. So we've we've had a lot of people. So we've had construction going on at my job, and today, no, not today, but like last week or the week before, I noticed there's a guy, a Caucasian individual, wearing, he's a construction worker. On his hard hat, on the back, he had a sticker that said El Diablo Blanco. And like I started noticing like that logo was just like apparently everybody calls him El Diablo Blanco. He's a fan? Yeah, he's a fan, all right. All right, let's kick it. Let's kick it up. Kick it up. My nickname when I worked construction was Mazio. Oh, hey, what up, Tilron? How you doing, buddy? How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. It's been kind of a wild couple, like, week and a half. He babbling? Yeah. He babbling, he biking, yeah. How about you, Tilron? What you up to? Kenny G? No, that's next week. Yeah, Kenny G's next week. Hey, Tilleron, can you hear me? Yep, okay. Okay, I wasn't sure. Keep going. Oh, thank you for the big goal. Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure. Because I was talking about Kenny G a while ago. I was talking to, so, and I know they just added the rewind feature on Twitch not too long. I want to make sure you were current on the stream. So I was just like, Tilleron, you there? Yeah, it's been a wild couple weeks. Last week, my mom went to the hospital. It started when she said she was sick and that she was going to take herself to the hospital later on in the day. I did fight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I didn't stream on Monday because I also had to go pick up my brother from the airport, but mom's doing a lot better, but I picked her up from the hospital yesterday. So she was in there for a week and 1 day. It was, yeah, she was, you know, she was just sick, and she had some people bringing her some stuff, but when she texted me last Monday at like 4 a.m. in the morning saying she was going to take herself to the hospital after she got some rest, I was like, yeah, she's doing better. Yeah, but when she sent me that text message, I was like, that's really bizarre, because I sent her a text message like, hey, Mom, how's it going? And it was just like, didn't get a response till 4 a.m. like a couple days later. And she'd been in bed for like a week and was feeling pretty sick. So I drove down there on Monday. I took the day off to check up on her and helped her around the house and stuff, and then she took herself to the hospital. I was like, okay, Mom's sick, but you know, she's been laying in bed for a while, and then they ended up keeping her in the hospital for a while. She actually told me yesterday when I picked her up that there was a good chance she probably would have died if I hadn't gone down there. That was pretty heavy. Like, no, she didn't even use the verbiage chance. She just said, I would have died. So I was just like, apparently me knocking on the door and waking her up to come, you know, come see who's out the door was enough to get her going. And then she got herself to the, I offered to give her a ride, but she was like, oh no, I'm fine. And like I said, she was kind of hobbling around, but I was like, well, if I've been laying in a bed for a week, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's why I haven't been streaming till I've been taking care of family. I'm back now. Well, yesterday I was back, but then stream took a dump. So I sent Mom a text not too long ago to see, you know, how things were. Now that she's back at the house, if she needed anything, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, yeah. Stream just took an absolute dump yesterday. I don't know what happened. It was doing the same thing again today. Yo, Chai Music, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Like, I noticed it today that it was saying I was getting like a massive amount of drop frames. So not yesterday, but on Monday. I didn't stream yesterday because I was picking up Mom from the hospital. But Monday, I'm tracking here. Monday, when I went live, I was just dropping frames out of nowhere, like 60% drop frames. It was nuts. So it was doing, and then I thought it might have been a bad Windows update. I uninstalled that. That did nothing when I went live again today. So then what I did is I ended the stream, reinstalled OBS, and then switched the codec over from NVIDIA's driver NVENC. I switched it over to CPU, and that seems to be working. So tomorrow what I could do when I go live is try NVENC again. No, actually, I'm probably going to hold off on NVENC until Saturday. It was an incredible story. Just bike, a bear, and a bar of soap. Last one standing after 3 minutes. Go on, free. Yeah, I'm running Windows 11. Yeah, apparently. I missed some good stories too. Yo, Oak, what else did I do? Cocaine miasma. Okay. Mike solves 16-year-old cold case during the downtime between streams involving a cocaine miasma. Yeah. That sounds great. How'd you crack the case, Bike? It was cocaine miasma. By Jove, he's done it. And piranhas. I'd tell you more, but it's really confidential and hush hush. Oh, good. And we're protecting the identities of the victims. Who's the victims? The people who died? You said I solved a 16-year-old cold case. The people who lived. Oh, understood. Thank you. Bike is like the protagonist from Disco Elysium. Parties so hard gets amnesia between mysteries. Yeah. Will Judge Wapner or Judge Judy be presiding over Bike's case? Oh no. Why did I just hear the tune from Law and Order in my head? Someone needs to start a lore of babbling Bike wiki page. In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups, the Bikes and the Bike Notes. Or as Bike calls them, the banknotes. Nice one, Oak. Yeah. You need to go to bed. Sleep well, man. Turns out all I gotta do is read chat to find out things about my hubby. Yeah, my wife is just like, wait, what? My husband did what? Things he didn't even know about himself. Yeah, man, you know, like I party so hard that I just get amnesia. I'm like, wait, what? Who are you people? Happens to all the protagonists. This is true. How to explain the alcohol? Yeah. Dun dun dun. Or do you mean dun dun do 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 do? Law and Order. Dun dun do 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 do. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Going to head out for bed. Yo, catch you later, Dragon. Thank you for being here, man. Well, I didn't mean to jump this high in corruption, but we're here and we're clearing, so I'm gonna keep going. Don't give too many of Escobar's secrets away. He gets cranky. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the lurk. You take care, man. Oh, they mom texted back. No, mom did not. I'll give her a call after we're done here. right. And we continue on. So, we haven't gotten a roadmap for Last Epoch. And we haven't gotten a teaser for the next season of Last Epoch. I wonder if they're going to delay to February. That? Or they're going to just shorten their window. Hey, what's good, Trader? I wonder if they're just going to shorten their window.
You serious?
For letting people know. Because they generally would give you like 2 months notice. Like, hey, we got content coming out in 2 months. You know, prepare yourselves. I wonder if they're just shortening that window. What if they're going to do it like, you know, like I think Path of Exile does it what? Like a couple weeks before? They'll give you like a range. But then Path of Exile like confirms it like a couple weeks before. That could be. You think GGG's purposely sniping Last Epoch? Money is money. Yeah, and engagement is engagement, so I could see that. How you doing, Texas? Yeah, we seem to be doing 960 corruption just fine. I don't see a point in dropping it back down. We're not like struggling in a long time. Hey, what's good, Locke? How you doing? It's going all right, man. It's going all right. Just getting back into the swing of things. My mom was in the hospital, so I was taking care of her. So, kind of getting back into the swing of things. Everything's going all right now. How about you, man? What have you been up to, bro? Sorry to hear that. Hope all is well. Yeah, she's doing well now. She's doing well now. She got out yesterday. She was in there for about a week. Last week, I went, I got a troubling text, you can say, saying she was going to go to the hospital. She wasn't feeling well. And then she wasn't responding to my text Monday morning last week. So I just drove down there. She lives quite a distance away. And checked up on her. Made sure she made it to the hospital. And it turned out, well, yeah, she needed to go. You're still playing D4 and Path of Exile. I'm sure are you excited about that last Epoch announcement coming to PS5? Locke, I think you had to be one of the first people to ask, is this game coming to PS5? Is it on PS5? Now, I don't have a timetable for you. You're on Xbox? Oh. I wonder who was asking about PS5. Well, then never mind. This doesn't help you at all. Hey, so how was the most recent season of Diablo treating you, Locke? I know, right? After all this time, the build, the one druid build I would play every season, finally it's good. And I haven't played Diablo since the expansion. Ravens is good. Really? Ravens is good? They always seemed like such a side skill. Like they weren't like a build unto themselves. They were always just something you would take if you wanted some extra oomph. Ravens and Pulverize very strong. Okay. Is the content loop fun this time around? Still gets boring, but you like this season. I guess that's true of every action RPG. I don't know. I haven't played enough Path of Exile, but I have heard multiple times that you can't do everything in a single league. That's some stuff you gotta grind for that you can't buy. Okay. Chaotic uniques like you could get the Tempest Roar on your pants. What? So essentially, you're just transferring the unique affects. What makes it a unique? You're transferring that portion of it to a different item slot. Like you said, pants or gloves. Are those like really hard to get? Basically, uniques that can drop for other slots. Okay. Fair enough. The PoE League is great. Asynchronous trade is godsend. Yeah, I think you were telling me about that, Criskin. It's basically auction house, right? You could put an item up for sale and somebody could buy it. You don't necessarily have to be online. Ravens is fast, can do P100 in sub 2 minutes. Okay. 100's kind of high now. Okay, okay. I remember when we were playing during the expansion, like 150. I'm not going to say it was a joke, but for Spiritborn, it's like, oh, you like your goal is 150. Everybody else try and do 100. Long overdue, but one of the best improvements they ever made. Right. That way you're not like trying to contact somebody on a third-party website and it turns out they were taking a dump. Man, you contact like 5 people and finally somebody gets back to you and you're like, okay, let's tango. I've been wrong about the online part. You don't need to do the whole whisper invite trade window. You teleport to their hideout using the trade website and directly buy from a window. Okay, I'm trying to visualize that in my head. You can go directly to their hideout and buy it. Do they have to be online? Is that what you're saying by online part? Like they do have to be online, but you just can go straight to their hideout and buy the item? They do not have to be online. Okay. So they can list an item for sale in the new league, and then somebody can teleport straight to their hideout and buy it, and they don't have to be online. Do you still have to use the third-party website? Or is this all in-game? An NPC holds the items for you. Okay, so there is an in-game market tab. Okay, I think I could visualize it. Let me take a stab at this. Right. So there's an in-game market tab, but you can also use it through the website. They go to the website, somebody goes to the website, looks for an item, you have that item for sale. They then whisper you, but instead of whispering, it just takes them straight to your hideout where they can interact with the NPC, and there's an already predetermined amount available for the trade. The NPC will not accept the trade until the predetermined amount of whatever insert currency is put in. Am I understanding that correctly? Click button that says travel the hideout. Boom. Just like that. Oh, okay. So you don't even whisper. You just click a button and it takes you straight there. Oh, that's awesome. Interact with the NPC, buy the item, and you're Gucci. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for today. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for sitting through all the issues we've been having. I'm going to go ahead and send you towards fellow Last Epoch streamer. He's not streaming Last Epoch right now, but the Curse BG. I'm going to send you guys over there, friend of the channel. He's currently streaming Shape of Dreams, but he will most certainly be back on Last Epoch when Season 4 launches. Say hi, check out the game that he's playing, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. And then I'm out Saturday, but I'm out Friday, then I'm back Saturday, then I'm out Monday, and then yeah, we got all the fun stuff going on. Anyway, you guys take care, and hopefully I will see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. Sorry if you just got here, but I'm taking off for the day. Sorry for all the stream issues. I think we got them sorted out. Anyway, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Peace out.